Welcome back to the third episode of the Hutber show. Now, I wanted to show you an image that made me laugh. I've laughed now too much, possibly to laugh at it as much as I would laugh had I seen it the first time when I did laugh. You will want to see this image, and it will be coming up after this intro.
Hutber show.
Now you're probably wondering what could that image be, and it's hard to explain without showing what this image is. Also, apparently I should ask at the beginning of the video, and I don't know if this is true, but the bell, and the like, subscribe button. This is the thing I'm going to start plugging. No, this is the thing I'm going to ask. Apparently they do different things, so I'm pretty sure I know what they are. Notifications is the bell. Subscribe is, yeah, that's the bit that I'm a little bit grey on, fuzzy. So if you let me know, somebody, please, I'd very, very much appreciate that. But either way, thanks for joining for the third episode. So here it is. There it is. Look at that. I mean, so the story is, for this, honestly, I've laughed too much at this. I think I genuinely enjoyed pretty much everything about it. Right, anyway, so it was found, it is a statue, so I'm erring on the edge of miniatures here, but, you know, who said this was a miniature show? It's called the Hutber show, which kind of means anything goes that's relatively related to something. It's a Hulk, or the Hulk, obviously, and he's on the toilet and he's breaking stuff. He's got I wonder if he was like that before. I suppose he wasn't, because he's wearing his jeans. Yes, so it was found in a mall in Seoul. Oh my god, it's embarrassing. I paint myself as a geography is not okay. Spelling, articulation, geography, you know, those are some of my weaknesses. So Seoul. Anyway, it was in a mall, found there, and I'm not sure for what purpose or anything. So I know nothing about it. I know, and the photo is basically on Reddit. So I will obviously post a link to the Reddit feed. But man alive, it's good. Don't know why. You know, it doesn't really teach us anything, does it? It doesn't need to. It can just be happy fun. Right, now, this is interesting because I'll be right back. Nope. So that embarrassing was, I was pushing the wrong button that was pausing. Oh. Right. Triple embarrassing. Yeah, basically, what did I do? I only put a link of this, and I didn't put any of the details. And I was like, obviously, I want to give credit to everybody. So obviously, when I saw this, I actually didn't. So when I like browse my feed, as it were, I don't really look at who it's by first. I think that's normal, right? You just kind of scroll through and you go, oh, that's amazing. And I saw it and I was like, oh, it's like another one of Mark's kind of like fuck the brushstrokes, fuck the smoothness brushstrokes, do the brushstrokes kind of thing that he did on his last model. And immediately I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I was like, oh, it's by Mark. I was like, of course it's by Mark. Mark Maskelans, if anybody's interested, who painted one of Alfonso's anonymous busts, or Banshee's anonymous busts, and another bust by another company, but both in very similar styles. And then this obviously isn't as extreme for that style, but I still saw it and I was like, that's cool. And then I thought, no, I won't say that. I was going to say, is it a man or a woman? I'm assuming it's a woman. So this has basically been sculpted by Jamie Phillips. And my understanding is, according to our Mark's post, is that it's basically a fan sculpt, sculpted after a character called Cedric. Oh, okay, that's the artist. So the artist did some artwork, and he's called Cedric Ravenet. Hey Ravene. It's like a theme where I get names wrong. So it's a figure that was based on artwork by Cedric, basically. And obviously, I'm assuming Mark's done like a, yeah, he's emulated whatever was. I mean, I'm talking here as if I know anything about anything of what I've just said, and I have. Well, actually, probably you guys worked that out already. That I have no idea, other than I like the model. And that was the important part here. That's what the Hub show is all about. Less about politics, less about calling out, but I have to call out of respect for the artists, because otherwise it's just a free-for-all. And you guys... Okay, next slide. It's the same model, just a slightly different angle. Ooh, great. I'm sorry. Yeah, anyway, I like it. I think I'm drawn to things that I don't fully understand, and Mark is obviously at that level that I don't understand. Most of the pros are, to be honest. Bastards. No, you deserve it. You did well. Like as if you need validation from me. So interestingly, we just spoke about this on the news desk with Lionel Deza. And this is by Aythami Alonso. And it was painted in 2021. And he used colours like red. He's used blue. He's used yellow. And then he's used shades of black and white, is my guess. And then he's put them all together on a palette and he's mixed that around. And then he's put that paint onto the model directly. And what he's done is he's used a paintbrush to do that. And it's beautiful. It's really well done. Another thing I noticed, and I couldn't help but notice, was what beautiful fingernails you have, Aythami. I didn't know this about you. Now, that's not to say I have a fingernail fetish or anything even remotely of the sorts, but I noticed them and I thought they are well-groomed, tight fingernails, to be honest with you. So that's interesting that I noticed that as well as the model. Why am I talking? Anyway, it's beautiful. It's brilliant. It's, it's the whole Banshee fuck smoothness and then just like another level of it. And I'm so glad that you guys are just enjoying your paint. I think it looked enjoyable to do. Still don't know how the hell you guys do it. I'm excited to see if you did do a video for it. Though I'm interested to see if it's some sort of process that you can follow at all. How calculated did you need to be, to create the contrast enough to be able to see the model, and maybe how you cut your cuticles. Oh, so as we know, I've just written down the link again. I'll be right back. Also, I didn't shout out the sculptor. We did it in the last episode, and I'm pretty good at forgetting. Thbjorn? Aron. Sorry if I did that wrong. And he's basically, I didn't know any of what Lionel told me, but basically he is a private sculptor, obviously a very good sculptor. And he sculpts, I think, for friends or for purely for fun. He doesn't get them cast. And then, basically, the odds are though, realistically, if you watch this show, you're probably going to watch the news desk because we're getting like the exact same amount of views. So actually, probably me talking about it again is boring, except for the nails. So this is by Rémy, and I don't know if that's a bad pronunciation because it's English, because there is an accent there which makes me think it's like Rémy, cafe, Rémy. Anyway, Tremblay. At least I can laugh at myself. Tremblay. I also don't really know the context of what this model is or why it was posted, but it really struck me as beautiful. Said that, articulated that well. But for some reason, I had a feeling of like the 2000s, 2010s. I can't tell you why I felt that way, but it has that feeling. Like it reminds me of looking at the old Golden Demon magazines where they had the large scale stuff from like 2006, 2007, and it just has that feeling. And it's an interesting one because I stopped wargaming in '99 or like 2000, and then I got these magazines afterwards. So I kind of missed out this like huge thing for like 15, 16 years where we went through all these iterations of painting. But this is nice. I liked it. So obviously I included it, and for completeness, look at that. Yeah, man, it's tight. Like, I guess like when you take a break from that long and the styles change so much. Big balls, eh? Big balls. Not the paint job, obviously. No, the situation that I took a big break. It's big balls. So yeah, so I should go back and just say, really nice. I genuinely really like it, and it's even possible it's a scratch built model. Obviously, I'm not sure, but it has a feeling like that, which is even more bloody impressive. Almost doesn't infuriate me. I'm not jealous. I'm happy, but it upsets me that I can't just have all the scratch built models in the world. So number 5. Oh, I didn't do an intro on the numbers. I've actually got 6 again this week, I think. Oh shit, I might have more. Might have 7. Let's just scrap the number and just say, look, you've got to keep it under sort of 15 minutes, which we're 11 now already. So, and this is obviously by Banshee, who has the new platform for selling for viewing content. And he's moved from Patreon onto his new site, which is miniatureartacademy.com. And this tutorial, obviously, this is why you see the March schedule and like the fifth Spider Girl. Anyway, so part 2, because obviously the first part of this tutorial is on the site already. But yeah, it obviously scrolling through and you see it, and then you're like, bam, with the whole saturation and the colours. I still just can't get enough of it, to be honest. I think really trying to push my own models to just have like as much colour and not look weird, and it's so hard. So I love it, and yeah, if you want to see how it's done, then obviously the miniatureartacademy.com is the place to go. I think it's pretty cheap, to be honest with you. It's like €12 or something for a month with all the videos. There's like 200 videos on there now. But this is not but actually it's just this is the those little thing called miniatures, no, chibis. These are the chibi things from Big Child Creatives. I think it was a Kickstarter, so you basically can't buy them anymore. But the box arts are coming out now, which I always think is a bit interesting, but I suppose I didn't buy them, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm glad I included this. So it was just 5 or 6. Now, I don't know Rogland Studios like at all. Don't know many things as you learn now when you watch these, but my god, this slapped me in the face with like, it's just amazing. It's like I can't remember a thing like this for a while where I've seen it, and it's just tickled me on like all levels. And I don't like Space Marines. I think they're dicks. I was going to swear then, because dick's not a swear word. I feel like that's like a soft word. But just like, seriously, it kind of reminds me of Roman's, like, you know, with the asparagus guy, and the Nids or whatever were chasing him, and he's grabbing hold of or flying away. Was that by him? I think it was. Sagittarius, I think. Is it? I don't know. It's some Space Marine Primus. It kind of has a feeling of that, where it's just like, to be honest, I kind of need to zoom in on this just to, like, honestly, I can't express how much I love it. I've no doubt that all of this was sculpted, which just takes it to another level of just craziness for me, because the sculpt's so damn good, like so good. Another feeling is it's like, forget the name, the guy who did all the designs for Aliens, basically, and it has that kind of, it's not claustrophobia, but it's like, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the aliens are in the Aliens, the film, and they go in to that chamber. Well, it's not even a chamber, but the place where they first find the aliens, and they come out the walls, and you can't see them, and there's like blah, blah, blah. It kind of has a feeling like that, where they're all piped up and stacked up, and they're getting this one Space Marine Terminator just ready. But it's just I don't know, man. I could talk more, and I wouldn't even say any more, because I would just say that I like it, but I don't know why, or I wouldn't know how. So you have a new follower, Mr. Rogland, assuming it's a man. I have no idea. Yeah, and I really I've asked in the Facebook to see up close photos, because I'm desperate to see it. Like, there's just something so, I don't know, like, about it. I've said it in the other episodes, like, I get jaded. I think the show's actually helped me get less jaded. But when I see things like this, I'm just like, that's just so good. So good. Right, anyway, I've gotten up close. Probably too close now. You can't see my can't see my face. Well, there you go. Look, you can have full screen. Why not? Of up close details of the model, and he's painted it to that level. I actually think these details on the gem and above aren't sculpted. He's painted these on. Can't confirm, but the light, the reflection, just makes me feel that way. Oh God, it's so fucking good. I love it. I think it's the uniqueness. I think, yeah, like the main motivation I ever had for doing my own miniature company was to create stuff that's unique, like to create stuff that other people haven't created, and to keep these models, have the masters, and like, I don't know, there's just something very organic and beautiful in doing it, and to see something of this scale with this many models, this many moving parts. They're probably not moving, they're probably glued in now, but like, it's, yeah, it's refreshing to see. Sorry, I thought someone was coming. It was just my cat scratching a bag. But anyway, I think that is us. That is the week of Hutber over. I'm getting tempted now, and I'm not really getting tempted. I just thought I should start putting stuff that I am involved with, like pictures of my room. No one wants to see that, which is why I've not done it. But more Hutber related things. So weird to talk about yourself in the first person. Hutber related things, third person. But I am man. It's probably quite simple. Anyway, thank you guys. And this is episode 3. 1 more week and I have my 1 month anniversary. Should probably mention that next week rather than mentioning now before I haven't done next week's. So enjoy your evenings and have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.